So we're going to make this intro a little bit less cheesy than yesterday's one. Also, look how cool this looks. We've now got some battery-powered lights in, which I think look very professional. But yeah, just want to hop on today's video. Again, I feel like the YouTube videos are going to be a little bit of a janky format until I have a bit more time to start sort of editing them and making them a little bit more interesting. But yeah, I just thought I'd walk you guys through what I've started doing. So for context, my plan is today is currently Friday. My plan is starting next week on Monday. I want to really put in a bit more effort into having more, what am I trying to say? Trying to do a little bit more of a structured work day. At the moment, the past week's kind of just been a case of moving house and settling in and becoming comfortable. And like this video and yesterday's video have been more about the concept of just posting first rather than like sitting down, storyboarding a video and coming up with all that stuff. So apologies for the jank format. Also, I've now got our new, let's see if it is here, our new heritage t-shirts. Hopefully that's, hang on, I might need to zip us back a little bit to get it in frame. Look how nice these t-shirts look. I'm currently wearing one in black as well. So they come in black and white. But let's scoot a little bit closer. So, well, it's a bit too close. But yeah, so I'm really excited. And also, you guys smashed it. We almost hit 10 subscribers on our first video, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, it's just so exciting for me to be back on that content creating journey. You know, this is something that's still very new to me. I really want to get this microphone up and running too, hopefully. Yeah, look at that. Get that in frame. So I'd love to actually sort of set this up and you can see the wireless mic I've got working. It's a bit jank, but it works. So yeah, so I'd love to properly set it up and get multiple camera angles. And you know, I think it'd be really cool to show you guys what I'm doing on the screen. So I thought maybe I'll do some like screen recording and have my head in the corner, or there's so many cool possibilities there. But what I need to do first, and it's my mission over the weekend, I need to do a crash course on using Premiere Pro because never used it before, don't even know how to export a video on it. I've only used CapCut before. And even these videos are just me like chopping the start and the end in like the Apple app. So very, very rookie videos here, but it's a start, you know. So anyway, into the actual video. So today's video, I wanted to talk about what my plans are moving forwards and how I'm going to structure my content. So my thinking is, now that I'm no longer working a full-time job, I need to find a way to make these YouTube videos a little bit more interesting, because if it's just me doing the same thing every day, you're going to get bored. I mean, if you're not already bored, that is. But if I make my videos a little bit more like structured, I think it's going to be a lot more interesting to see. So my plan is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the week up into like a 6-day split. Monday is all about, sorry, I've got to remember the words here. Monday I'm calling building the engine. So that's anything to do with website creation, it's email marketing, automations, anything that revolves around the engine of the business, you know. So Monday is going to be dedicated for that. Tuesday is going to be what I'm calling design studio. So this is going to be where I come up with new product designs, where I come up with creative campaigns, all that kind of stuff. It's just a day fully for creativity. Wednesday is going to be a storytelling day. So that's going to be where I plan out these YouTube videos a little bit more. I plan out Instagram posts and TikToks, try and make more of a cohesive effort into storytelling rather than just turning the camera on and talking. Thursday is a complete creative freedom day. It's do whatever you want. And I love that because it means if I've got some crazy idea, I can pursue it. For example, t-shirt printing. I've got one today. I'm going to try and make a video of me using it later on for tomorrow's video. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, like next week will be a day to dick around with that and have a bit of fun. And then Friday is going to be like a logistics day. That's going to purely focus on how I pack orders, how I send them, how I make orders, embroidering, all that sort of stuff. It's a real down to brass tacks. And then what I'm going to try and do is one day every weekend to go and watch a rugby game. So hopefully I can go watch like a local game. Tomorrow I'm going to try and see if I can catch like a local game near me and just go down there, wear some of my products, go chat to the team there, get a little bit more involved in the community. And yeah, I think by structuring it this way, it gives me a little bit of variety in my week. So every day is a different day and it's a different challenge. And I also think too, there's so many little tasks that come up during the week that you go, I need to get on top of. So right now I've got a to-do list of like 200 items. And I think by having it this way, I can split it up into every single day and like by task. So I can go, okay, you know, for example, Monday, I can go, today is Monday, I need to get a load of stuff done on the website. Let me look at my to-do list and I'm going to tackle off these 10 things today. And yeah, I think that's going to be a little bit more interesting for me in my daily life, which hopefully will translate to a lot more passion across camera and not as many chores. And yeah, I think it'll be fun as well because I can then sort of, as I say, mess around with like recording my screen and, you know, especially on a creative day, I think it'd be cool to get out like the iPad and show you how I'd come up with designs and then how that translates from a rough sketch into Photoshop, into an embroidery file to like a final product, you know, all those steps that are involved. So yeah, so really cool things coming too. Again, hopefully yesterday's video wasn't too bad. Hopefully this one's not too bad either. Again, I'm very, very new to this format of it. And I think what I'm trying to prioritize is getting videos out over perfection. So I often get stuck in that rabbit hole of going like, I can't make the perfect YouTube video and I don't have time to edit, so I'm just not going to post at all. So what I'm trying to do with this channel is just post, just yap away like I am now, and then hopefully over time they'll get a little bit better. They'll be a bit more edited. They'll be, you know, I always think they say that, you know, no account's going to be perfect from the start. And it's probably going to take 6 months to a year to get my videos to a point where they're as polished as I'd like them to be. And I think it'd just be fun to show you guys that and to sort of have you guys see me go from this real rookie stage of YouTube to hopefully a lot more professional. And also, as all my friends will tell you, I'm a certified yapper. I love talking and yapping away. So this is actually quite a good way for me to get across that format to you guys and get some of that energy out to save my poor friends from listening to me yap. But anyway, that is all for today's video. Again, these videos over the next few days are going to be a lot more like prep videos. There's not too much content I'll actually be doing. It should hopefully be next week kicking off. And if not next week, I'll be filming them next week, ready for posting the week after. So I'll bring you guys along with me on that one. And, you know, I'm just looking forward to just trying. You know, it's a bit of a trial and error process. So if any of you guys have used Premiere Pro before and you're experts or you got any tips, I'd love to hear them. And yeah, hopefully we're just going to see a little bit of consistency and a little bit of growth come. So yeah, so a lot of big things coming. Anyway, thank you so much for it. And again, if you like what you're seeing, please give us a like, subscribe, all the classic cheesy things. There's a huge amount of work coming through this way. I'm also working on putting together some shorts as well, because I've got a lot of time-lapse clips of fleeces being made and that kind of stuff, which I think is really cool to show off to you guys. So yeah, loads of new stuff coming. Just need to hop on top of it and actually get it posted. But anyway, that is my yap over. The caffeine has hit me like crazy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.